Cleveland Browns. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here in London. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play fake, and it's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
York able to send this one through,
and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tonyan.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And again, it's Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third and 2, Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your...
Fights through and now a crease. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tonyan.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
In motion left is Watkins. Now Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go with Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
From the 22, Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Watson. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Rodgers now on first down. Right side to Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Here's Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish. Not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There he goes left side. The 40. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Rodgers.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Rodgers on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Rodgers again now. And now here's another interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Browns.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 84 yards. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Working out of the shotgun is Ehlinger. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Going for it, here's Ehlinger. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They give to Taylor out of the gun, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, Ellinger.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dayo Odeyingbo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Taylor.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Ehlinger. Able to find his man, Woods. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On the move past the 40. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play action. Now Ehlinger. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, Ehlinger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ehlinger. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ehlinger to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ehlinger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. Pass midfield, look out. And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Here's Ehlinger. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Ehlinger. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Pick 6 on his last throw. Here's Ehlinger again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Williams picks it off. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I'll agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. He's got his man, it's Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Play action. Ryan.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Or I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts.
Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to...